What is up, guys? Nerdy Boy Nick here, and today, we are playing right now. We are playing some Madden 19. I got this game too, and it looks awesome. Different perspective of Madden itself. I haven't even played one of the newest Maddens. If you guys remember, the last Madden I played was like I think 16, but this is way better. So I guess we're gonna train. I'm gonna show you how I play. I'm not joining that party. Too many people in that party. Let's see this.
Nicholas.
Yes.
Distinctive. You leave the door open. Those little drawstring book bags that you was gonna give Kike that he forgot it last time.
Oh.
You didn't give it to him.
I have to look for it because I don't know where it is right now.
Get the fuck up! Get out!
I know she waited a long time because my brother and I were so young.
Oh!
Well, it's been more than 25
I have to have this door closed because I can't. I think that TV's too loud. Go to the X receiver. Alright.
It's a constant reminder of just how lucky she is to be alive.
Oh!
It's a little series of angels that are there just saying, okay, Angel, we're not done with you yet. You're not going anywhere. We've got plans for you.
Just practicing, man. We're practicing. Huh?
For more information on Snap, go to oxygen.com. Two happy parents, 4 stepchildren, and 1 well-loved daughter between them. They were the Brady Bunch of Puyallup, Washington.
He was a great father. She was a loving housewife. This appeared to be a perfect wife.
Until the faithful husband and father disappears without a trace.
You're thinking he would never do this. He would never just leave.
Will a devastating discovery bring a tragic end to this missing persons case?
Interception!
Saw
I threw interception.
Why was he potential based on the hijack?
As questions swirl, investigators must ask themselves, how had this devoted family man found himself in harm's way? And was this picture-perfect family hiding?
Can't be throwing this, man.
what is going on in his life that would want something for him. Drugs, gambling, money. Is this a triangle gone bad? It didn't make sense to us that a husband would allow another man to move his belongings into his house.
I think everyone looked at him as being the primary suspect.
And a very strong possibility she was having an affair.
I don't even really remember what I did. I just remember a lot of screaming and crying.
Damn. Darnold! Keep sacking them.
March 23rd, 2006, Puyallup, Washington. 39-year-old Angela Ferguson arrives at the Pierce County Sheriff's Department, holding a stack of homemade flyers with a picture of her husband, 45-year-old.
Not doing that.
Good photo, information, and vehicle information, and this information date of birth.
Take him down.
Angela tells police that her husband had disappeared on March 22nd, the previous evening.
Andrew Christensen first told us that they had an argument.
Huh?
They had an argument.
Take him down.
And he stormed out. So
Prevent the first down.
the fight went to take a drive. And then he knocked it out.
Yes! Let's go. He caught it, but he dropped it.
However, Angela said that this time
We got to prevent first down.
come back home. And when Angela called his immediate family, they hadn't heard.
Go back. Push back.
He said he was missing. It was just confusing. And I was like, what do you mean? We live like over here 4 minutes away from
You're taken down, man.
missing time.
Takedown.
That just stands out.
Muhammad No, Williamson. That's Wilson.
Pierce County detectives agreed to
Yeah,
take
pero tú no vas a comprar un paquete.
Drop that ball.
my mom called his phone. She watched the newspaper. My sister
Drop that ball, man.
flyers, missing person flyers, and she was calling her friends who were his family.
You never expect something like that in your personal circle of friends.
Angela Phillips was born in September of 1966.
Alright, so this is where I usually,
They eventually settled in Fort Lewis, Washington, just in time for Angela to start high school.
this is where I usually, stop talking and I just play. So I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the game.
The couple quickly got pregnant in 1984.
So enjoy.
Lisa Marie was born.
No introduction really necessary. Get to messing like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 red. Tell them you don't need nothing. Yup, like in the Kango enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Cause I'm used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread or fake dead. A bit to hate that. 50 million year die to make that middle.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, back under center, Ryan Tannehill and the Miami Dolphins as they get set to take on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets. Let's get up to the Jets' home opener in their 50th anniversary season of winning Super Bowl III. On the call, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by their 7th-year quarterback from Texas A&M, Ryan Tannehill.
Unfortunate for Ryan Tannehill, as the improvement was starting to develop in the NFL. 2 knee injuries in the last 2 seasons. The second one cost him all of 2017. Right now, if you watch the Dolphins, you believe as Ryan Tannehill goes, so do the Dolphins.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
Coming into 2018, Frank Gore, over 14,000 career yards. He's fit all the time with Curtis Martin squarely in his sights, and Curtis Martin's in the Hall of Fame, by the way. But I just love the way he plays the game. So physical, so strong. Every carry means something to him. And I think that gets transmitted to his team.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. We get a peek at the number 3 overall pick out of USC, the rookie QB, Sam Darnold.
And remember, the Jets traded up to number 3. They traded with Indianapolis to get in that spot, but they weren't assured of getting Sam Darnold. And then the draft board fell exactly the way they wanted. They got the guy they wanted in Sam Darnold. And the Jets, who haven't made the playoffs since 2010, when they were led by another USC quarterback named Mark Sanchez, hoping for the same effect from this young rookie out of USC.
On first down, Darnold. He's got his man. It's Curse. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first and 10, Darnold. His throw incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Darnold from the gun. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Darnold. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Danny Amendola. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Ran it and picked it up.
On first down, Drake. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
When you're the number 6 pick overall in the NFL draft, big things are expected out of you. And finally, Morris Claiborne is starting to deliver on some of that promise. Played 15 games in 2017, the most he'd played since his rookie year, and had his best season to date. Ability to cover, ability to tackle, all the things we saw coming out in the draft in 2012, we're not seeing on the field.
On second down, it's Drake. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Matt Hawk now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Two seconds to go, first quarter.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They begin with a run by Crowell. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got his man, Isaiah Crowell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go number 1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to number 3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
On first down, it's Darnold. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. That's something this coaching staff told us they want to see a lot more of this season.
I imagine the entire time in the offseason when these guys were taking breaks from watching film, when they were out running and doing all the other things, all they were thinking about is, how do we create more sacks? They loved what they just saw there.
Because they were near the bottom of the league in 2017. Now it's Darnold, and that is incomplete. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out come the Dolphins now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
On third down, Crowell. And some space here. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
All right, here we go. Go, Landon! Go,
They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And we shift our focus to Isaiah Crowell. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime, the coach is back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL here in the early games in week 2. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Darnold now to throw. He's got Curse. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Darnold. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Darnold on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they... And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And that's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? And they are going for it. Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession. Faking the give, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, Darnold sliding out of the pocket. Pushing his way through. That's caught right side by Anderson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The pitch to Crowell. And he's got some space here. How did he stay on his feet? That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this one's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Green 39.
Here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Defense.
Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you.
I don't know what happened there. I don't even know. That just messed me up because I didn't even get to do that. I didn't even get to pick my own play. I mean, I couldn't even accept it or not. They accepted it. So decline it. I don't know why, but yeah. I would play another game, but I don't know what to play. I don't know what to play. I don't know. I have Madden and I have Spider-Man. Let's play the long shot. I've never done this before.
Next up, Devin Wade.
It's been a year now since Wade made a name for himself on the hit show Long Shot, but now he's been signed by the Dallas Cowboys.
How about that? And a year ago, I would have said Wade's got a shot at a decent NFL career, but let's be honest, this last year has been really rough on him.
At least he's on a team, unlike his buddy Colt Cruz.
Yeah, but you got to give Colts some credit. I mean, he gave up a shot at the Super Regional Combine to help his buddy Devin Wade out when he needed it most.
That's true, but would we even be talking about him if he wasn't on that show? He barely made it out of rookie minicamp last year.
Yeah, but I think Cruz has some talent. We would have seen Cruz miss the launch right out of the Super Regional. Yeah, sure, he got some exposure on the show, but that could ultimately cost him in the long run. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being on reality. Of course you would say that. How dare you? How dare you? Now, Peter, who has the best shot of these guys to make that?
Mike Schmizniak. I'm a Schmiz guy.
No way.
Yes.
Not a chance.
Look, he had the best numbers of any of those contestants.
Don't sleep on the Schmiz. Okay, you're talking about numbers. Football is much more than numbers. I mean, Schmitty is a beast on the field, but that attitude, though, hey, listen, that's a non-starter in my book.
All right, Burleson, so who's your pick?
You know who I stand by. Colt Cruz, baby. I'll give you a name. Sergeant Carrot. Yeah, I'm a big Sergeant Carrot guy. When the show went back to Wade's old Army unit and Wade and Cruz got to go Iron Man against Dan Marino, it's Carrot.
She more than held her own against her fellow soldiers. NFL scouts out there, take note of this lady.
Here, here.
Thank
Yes.
Does she even have a first name?
Yeah, Sergeant.
Sarge for short.
Sarge, yeah.
All right, in all seriousness, do you guys see a future in the NFL for these two?
Yeah, listen, the window is short after college. You normally get 2 seasons to catch on. I say it's do or die for Cruz.
And Wade, it's been a year now. He hasn't been cut, but it looks like no team in the NFL trusts him to actually take an NFL snap.
That show made him a household name, and he's had training from top talent. Dan Marino, ever heard of him? How about Coach Jack Ford?
And the Cowboys are the ultimate show, and they clearly see something. I mean, he's going to have to prove himself, but I genuinely think we're going to see him on the field there. I do. I'm rooting for him.
Now just one of 90 players vying for a roster spot, but the question does remain, guys. Can the long shot continue to defy odds and be one of the Cowboys' final 53?
I don't even know if I want to do this. I think I gotta do something real quick, guys. So I ain't gonna end the live stream. And yeah, I will see you guys in an hour, maybe hour or two. Okay. Thanks for watching the live stream. All right. I promise I'll be back. I just have to take care of something real quick. All right. See you guys.